Hey, what's up everybody, Prospector here with Watcher Realms. In this video we'll be checking out Talula. I'm telling you how to build her, going over her kit, showing how she works, and whether or not she is an actual Talula 2.0. But anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Okay, so this is Talula. She looks really cool. She does have an extra skin. I can actually pop that on her, I think. Yep. We'll make her purple because purple's cool. Besides that, she looks just basically like some kind of little twinkle fairy, I guess. Very pretty. On to the attributes. Total stats here. We're looking at 11k HP at base, 4.6k attack, 800 defense, magic res at 2289, cost is 18, block is 1, redeployment time is 60, attack interval is 3, attack speed is 100, crit damage is 150, and then everything else seems to be pretty standard with a rage regen of 15, which is actually pretty decent. As for the promotions, we have promotion level 1, you unlock Fairy's Touch. Promotion level 2, you get an extra wide range like Vortex. Promotion level 3, you get Woodland Blessing unlocked. Promotion 4 is stats, promotion 5 is the talent is unlocked, and promotion 6 is just basic attributes. On to the skills, we'll start off with the talent. When deployed, summons 3 butterflies around the hero, each granting 1 stack of Butterfly Waltz. Butterfly Waltz is every 2 seconds, restores HP based on the carrier's max HP and the caster's attack. Your healing is proportional to the number of stacks. Each stack also increases damage reduction by 10%, cannot be dispelled. So she's also bringing some really nice damage reduction, which is super needed as far as Guild Boss 2. I really think this hero is a Guild Boss 2 hero. She can also help in Void Rift as well. When a butterfly lands on an ally, it grants Forest Spirit to them. Forest Spirit restores HP based on the carrier's max HP and the caster's attack for at least 8 seconds. After 8 seconds, if the carrier has 100% HP, the butterfly will fly to another wounded ally within 1 tile or return to the caster. The carrier cannot attract more butterflies and cannot be dispelled. So once she fully heals somebody up, which is what her butterflies are going to do, she is going to either return the butterfly to herself or the butterfly should move to another unit. Converts 50% of extra attack speed to healing effect. That counts as attack speed attained through any means other than the initial 100 attack speed. So all of her attack speed that you're applying to her kit when you put her gear on is going to be converted into healing effect. Of course, you get to keep the attack speed, it just kind of doubles up, which is really nice. Now, onto the basic. Sends 1 butterfly to 1 ally in range if the hero isn't carrying Butterfly Waltz. Continuously enhances an ally carrying Forest Spirit instead, increasing the base healing of Forest Spirit by 50%. It gets really confusing trying to decipher which one's Butterfly Waltz, which one's Forest Spirit, but nevertheless, it seems like a very nice ability. Fairy's Touch, the first passive. Forest Spirit and Butterfly Waltz have a 100% chance to dispel 1 debuff from each carrier every 2 seconds. So even outside of her ult, if they have a Butterfly Waltz or a Forest Spirit, they're going to dispel the debuffs. It's kind of like a little Disomi effect going on there. Woodland Blessing. Forest Spirit also grants the carrier physical damage reduction and magic damage reduction, and applies rage regen. So now she's also bringing a 30% physical and magic damage reduction and giving them 1% rage per second, which is so very nice. Very nice kit. On the ultimate, Enchanted Ritual. Channels a ritual and it instantly sends 1 butterfly of each up to 3 allies in range. So you can see up on the screen here, she's going to have this wide range here going with these butterflies. During the ritual, all the healing effect, rage regen, dispel, and damage reduction from Forest Spirit also applies to allies adjacent to the carriers of Forest Spirit. And the butterflies won't leave their carriers before the ritual ends. So if you want them to stay out there at a certain time in the fight, you're going to want to have to activate her ultimate, and they will stay out there on those heroes. And this is something that is apparently changed according to Fastidious. We're going to test that out a little bit today, is that Talula will do a little bit of a better job making sure that she sends her butterflies out in a wider range so they can cover the adjacent tiles and do a better job of doing all of the effects of Forest Spirit. and of course the Woodland Blessing. Onto the Awakenings. Awaken level 1. When a butterfly lands on an ally, the ally restores 15% HP. Healing effect +8 on Awaken level 2. Awaken level 3 is Woodland Blessings Rage regen per second increases by an extra 1%. We're going to bring it up to a 2% total. Awaken level 4 is Rage regen +1. And Awaken level 5 is when a butterfly returns to the hero, restores 50 Rage. So on our Awakenings, there's nothing too crazy. The Awaken 3 would be nice for the extra Rage regen. You could definitely use that in a lot of fights. The extra Rage when she pulls her butterfly back is nice as well to come back to her ultimate a little faster. Then Awaken level 1 is as soon as a butterfly lands on a hero, it just gives them 15% of his HP back immediately. Now on to the gearing. Now she is an attack-based healer. It says that because of the caster's attack is what is going to change the amount of healing that they're going to get. I'm going to say you just want to build her pretty much like you would build an Elowen. So get some decent HP on there, right around 30k. Don't spend too much time worrying about the attack. She's not the most excellent healer, but she does get a significant amount of healing effect from her attack speed. So you can see we have 613 attack speed here. I don't know how that's going to transfer over to healing effect. I definitely know it's not going to be 680 or whatever healing effect here, but it's definitely going to transfer over to an extent and help out with the healing effect. Rage regen, 86%. I would say taking it up to a little bit over 100 would be great. So we're looking at HP bonus on the bangle. You could swap that out for attack if your HP is fine. Most likely is. Attack speed on the amulet with rage regen, healing effect, defense bonus, and HP bonus. You could probably drop the defense bonus and swap that out for attack. And then for the ring, you want to go for rage regen, attack speed, healing effect, HP bonus, and you could swap the defense bonus again out for some attack bonus. On the left side, we want to go for whirlwind, attack speed, attack bonus, HP bonus, and same thing on the breastplate, attack speed, attack bonus. Hopefully try to pick up some HP bonus or rage regen or whatever you possibly need. You could go alternatively with a salvation set to try to help you bring up that rage and healing effect. Now the first thing I want to do is the original testing that we did on Talula was quite a big fail. Putting her into Nightmare 4, she couldn't even keep the units alive. So we're going to go ahead and put a couple units in here and see if she can keep them rolling. Alright, so this is a team I'm going to be adding here. I'm going to go ahead and pop in Talula. I'm going to pull off Hollow, and we will put a Piercer Lord in there because on Guild Boss 1, that's what we would most likely do. Plus it increases her range a little bit. You can see if we look at her range here on her skill, she has that vortex range. When you put her with a Piercer Lord, she fills out these two end squares on the end. Alright, let's go see if she can keep everybody alive. I'm going to put down Torador, Kiri, Twyla, X, and Zillitu. Let's see what happens. Can she support a Nightmare 4 Guild Boss 1 team as far as healing goes on her own? And then provide the rest of those buffs that she gives. Alright. Might be some strategic placing that you have to try to do with her to make it work. But we're just going to go ahead and put her down like I would normally do. I'm going to put Hex here. I'm going to put Laurel down here. We'll put down Dolores. Put down Zilly right here. Let's put Yovar over here. And then we're going to go ahead and put Talula over here, which you can see she has everybody within range. So I'll go ahead and put it on 2x. And we'll change the view so that we can see what's happening. Now the problem is already, because she's technically not setting any butterflies, in order to get a full heal out of these guys, she's gonna have to send out her ult. You could time that, I'm sure, just fine, but you can see there goes Yovar and Laurel, and that's because the butterflies are, what are they called here? You can see what it is. It looks like a forest spirit is over here on this guy, X, Zillitu, and Kagiri, and not reaching these areas over here. So you can see she's not a very good solo type healer. She's not going to keep your team alive. That's not what she's really for. She's more of like a side support with a little extra healing from time to time. These guys are just dying. When she sends the butterflies out to them, you see she's doing these little trickle heals. 5k, that's a really weak heal. Yeah, that's not so great. But that's not really what we're all here for. We want to see what she does in Guild Boss 2. I do have a plan to show that. If you want to use Talula to support 1, 2, or 3 heroes anywhere else in the game, she's going to do a great job of that. Especially if they only need some healing occasionally, and you want to just give them those boosts for the rage regen and the physical and magic damage reduction. That's going to work out really well, especially if you need a cleanser as well. Something like Void Rift. She's definitely going to help you out there. We're going to go into Apoc 2. I'm going to try to get to the first poison phase without really taking down the health too much, and see if she can cycle back or keep those debuffs off on her own. Now this is the team I'm going to be bringing in. I know it's not an ideal team, but I'm just trying to test this out. You probably don't need to bring a Piercer team. You could just run it like you would Eloin as a solo unit over there without being under a Lord. Alright, so let's go into it. I think she's going to be more of an Apoc 1 type hero anyways, because you can pair her with some other cleansers, and she can just kind of like help supplement the issue. Especially if you have Eloin for Apoc 2. For Apoc 2, she is going to work to a certain extent, but there's going to be a point that she's not. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start setting down heroes here. Probably going to scuff it all up, but that's okay, because that's not what we're here for. I'm going to go ahead and put down Jira, Constance right here. We're going to put Init right here. Silas would probably be better off placed somewhere else, but whatever. Then we're gonna go ahead and put down Percy. I'm gonna get down Torador, and then we're gonna put down Talula right here. When we get to the poisons phase, I'm gonna come back to you after this little time lapse. Alright, so here we come up on the poison phase. We do have Jira locked into her ult. So is Araka. We're not going to do a lot of damage here. I'm hoping that I can get to see if she cycles back and forth. Otherwise, we'll go to Advanced Evolution 1 and see if she can do it. You can see she's starting to cleanse off some of these buffs already. She's the only one in there able to cleanse. She's sending them out. I'm going to go ahead and activate her. So it's kind of like Disomi. Now, where did these buffs land? We have one here. We don't have this corner covered up here. So you can see it's not always going to be perfect. That's why you need to have another Dispel hero on a team. It kind of really sucks when it comes to Guild Boss 2 because you need every hero spot that you can get. So if you want the hero to do a good job at the job that they're doing, almost to perfection if you really want to push the scores. But if you're struggling with having cleansers and stuff, this is going to help you out. This doesn't mean that she can't get a butterfly over there and cleanse it in between. She might just do that. We're lucky. But the butterflies won't leave those guys until... Okay, so now we're coming in the second wave. This is normal. She did clean off the buff off that debuff off that guy, which was Silas. I'm sorry, I keep saying that guy. So this is normal. She's definitely not coming back to her ult really fast here. This is gonna be really rough later on in the fight. Really, really rough. She needs to come back to that soon enough. Her rage is too expensive. She's in a golden scarab, right around 90 rage. She should be back to it, especially by now. We're still sitting here waiting for these ults to come back. Now let's go ahead and activate her. Just gonna spread these out. As you can see, she spread them pretty much on top of each other, kind of in a dumb way. But they did reach everybody here, which is what we needed to happen. It's not like that's not what we needed. We needed that. But the odds of her not doing it properly are not very good. You don't want that to put butterfly over here, here, and maybe here in the center somewhere. And then these guys up here are left out without giving the dispel. But anyways, I think that's enough testing for Talula. If you want to use her, I suggest pairing her with another cleanser, just in case. Maybe Dasomi, maybe Madan, Nasande. You're definitely going to need to bring another healer, so one of those are going to be your best option. However, I do not suggest using Little Miss Talula here on Apoc 2 if you're trying to push super high scores. But if you're at 100k, you're losing on the poison phase, maybe it's time to bring in another cleanser, and Talula is going to do a fine job at that, because she's also bringing rage regen and physical and magic damage reduction, which is going to help you survive the fight. But anyways guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to join the Discord if you have any questions or you need help with stage guides, hero guides, price guides, pack calculators, you name it. There's all kinds of tools in there for you to use for absolutely free. And also there's a general chat for you to communicate with other players and try to get help from them. We're always happy to see you in there. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep digging.